Okay, are you guys ready for an assignment? Okay, so what we're going to do is, really quick, before we do an assignment, do you guys want to do invoices or quotes? And what's the difference? I'm going to take you right here to a map, okay? We have two different spots. We have invoices or quotes. Both of them have to be done through an interface that we call the shopping cart, okay? What is the difference?
With the quote, you have to give the quote first, and the customer has to agree to the quote.
Okay. Okay, so potentially this could be a bid, this could be a quote. Another cool thing is, say you were actually doing a whole bunch of stuff in your cart, and all of a sudden there was a fire drill or you had to leave the building or whatever. Like, you could literally go, just save that as a quote, I'll come back to it later. And then you could go bail out, go take a phone call, whatever you needed to do, restore it back to cart, and then turn it into an invoice. It's just a way of virtually saving what you're doing. It's not required, but it's a great thing to do in practice, okay? So what I'd like to do, here's kind of the assignment. We're going to use the shopping cart, and we're also going to be using these things which are called special line items, part number other, and discount, and freight, and this kind of stuff. I'm going to show you one time how to do it, but your assignment is to create 2 invoices and 2 quotes, okay? So I'm going to just kind of demonstrate really quick on how to do that, and then you guys will be doing some fun stuff. I'm going to switch back into the playground so that we're all in the same spot together. Not Logan training, we're in Denver training. Okay, so here's basically the scenario that we're going to do, okay? From the home page, whatever your home page is, we're going to do Retail Quick Cart. It's just a link. At this point, I'm going to click on this button that says Add Item. There's 2 different sections here. We're going to scroll down to where it says Add a Special Line Item. And then we're going to put in some sort of a value. Some sort of description, whatever, and you're going to say Add it to the cart. So technically, once you're in the View Cart page, you're going to start building this little list. Okay? Now the difference between invoices and quotes, it's literally a click of a button. Okay? Do I want to save this, or do I want to check out? Check out takes it from a cart level to an invoice level. Okay? Check out, all it does is it adds payments. Like, hey, I've got really real money and this is really real. A quote, it doesn't ever affect inventory, okay? I can quote you for hundreds and thousands of these different little things, but it never actually takes that inventory away until I create an invoice. So they're almost like brothers, sisters, but they have different little pieces. So watch this. This is this simple. I did one at $100, some sort of description, save that as a quote. Click. And I just did the quote just like that. Okay? Then I can do the same thing. Add a new one. It's going to be, once again, a little counter sale. If you don't like to do the add item and you like to search, say if you knew that you had the word labor in there, okay? L-A-B, search it. Okay? If I just hit add, it'll add it right to the cart, and then I'll have to edit it if I want to do any description. Or if I have this turned on, this is called the advanced add to cart. Okay? So I can do it either way. If I click on add, it just pulled it in, but I don't want it for $1, and I don't want it just to say labor. I would then have to edit it. Does that make sense, how you have to kind of still get to the pieces that you wanted to change? 75. Labor to do something, update it. Okay, that was a quick little search from here to get that in. If you use your advanced add to cart, it's the exact same thing. You click the advanced add to cart, all of a sudden you get to tweak it right off the bat. Hey, I'm going to actually make this miscellaneous. I'm going to have 20 of them, and they're going to each be for $2.50 a piece. So as soon as I move out of these fields, it starts doing all sorts of calculations. I could tweak any sort of descriptions. I could add discounts. I could do tons of stuff. The advanced add to cart, it opens up all those fields on the front end. Okay. Say this whole thing is going to end up costing $50. Say I wanted to give you $5 off, and I just say add it to the cart. There's tons of different ways you can get stuff into your cart. Okay. But your goal right now is to kind of play with it a little bit. 2 quotes and 2 invoices. And the main difference is did I save it as a quote or did I physically go clear through the checkout process and commit it really to be an invoice? Okay? Awesome. At this point, there's not a specific thing. I'm going to kind of write the assignment as such. That we're basically going to do 2 quotes, 2 invoices, and anything you want. Okay? So this is basically out of the box. How can you use Adilas almost like a virtual cash register type thing to sell anything you want? Products, services, this, that, whatever. Okay? I will be circling around and I will try to help you. Do you guys want me to leave up that assignment or do you want, it's pretty simple, this particular assignment. But. And here's the fun thing, just for fun, is as you make these things, I'd like to assign you as the salesperson and you as the location. That way when we go to search them later on, we'll be like, oh, this is all Danny's stuff. Oh, this is all Roxanne's stuff. Okay? And if you do a fun one, say you were going to sell something and you wanted to sell this, and this, like we could pull it up and virtually look at it because it's all shared with us. Okay? 2 quotes, 2 invoices, and I will be circling around to make sure that we got you guys going. Okay. So I'm going to actually go in and see how people are doing. I'm going to hit home, and because I turn this permission on, I'm going to say history homepage and go, and we'll see where we're at. Looks like I've got 9 quotes and 6 invoices currently. So awesome. Okay, how are we doing on that? Has everybody got 2 and 2? Almost? No problem. So the good thing is once you have this little PlaySite login, you'll be able to come in here at any point in time and you could play and play and play and play and play, and it should be able to, it'll always hold your information for you, regardless of how long it is. So one of the reasons that we actually have people start in the quote area and or invoices technically really affect inventory and really affect what's called your receivables and affect monies and payments coming in. Quotes don't. So like we literally can have somebody, we can teach them a process. Here's how you interact with the system. And they could go in and create 20 quotes. By the time they've done 20 quotes, they're a master. And they're like, sweet, I got it, I got it. And you didn't hurt any inventory. You didn't create any receivables. You didn't create any of that kind of stuff. So that's why we like to start people out kind of in the quote area, because you literally aren't hurting anything. Okay, while we're waiting, Dan, how would we find your quotes? Let's say that I'm Brandon and I want to find Dan's quotes. How would I find that?
My quotes.
Okay, so if I go to my quotes, no problem. These will actually be ones that are just done by Brandon. Okay?
Oh, okay.
But watch this. I could easily just go show hide search criteria and switch this to all. Sorry, let's just do it to all. All reps in all locations. Go get it. Okay, that's one way you can do it. Another way you can do it is watch this right here. From the home page, under System Assets, you could go right to the quote home page. Okay? And hit go, and you're right there. It's trying to, still thinking of trying to do my stuff. I'm just going to hit refresh on that.
The mango dip.
Nice.
Tell where my mind's at.
Okay, so right here we have a whole bunch of things. If I wanted to just see Danny's, I could easily go like this, either by his location or his name, and I can actually pull up anything that Danny did. We'll search this. Okay, so that's the name of his client for $100, and we're going to actually take a look at it. We'll hit on printable. So it's quote system quote number 11, and he just did a basic setup for $100. Okay, so pretty simple, pretty casual. I'm going to hit back, and we're going to check out his other one. $100? Oh, taco advice, huh? That's-
the counter sale, was this, they kind of, hitting that invoice?
You know what? They were just practicing playing with the cart and kind of either creating a quote, which never actually affects inventory,
Okay.
doesn't really affect monies, but it's still using those same basic tools. They all funnel through the shopping cart. Okay.
He just called me something different, but it's not actually a sale quite yet.
Okay, so watch this. If I hit back one more time, look at this. This one here has a type of quote. This one here had a type of a counter sale.
Yeah.
And basically what it is this one, the counter sale says, hey, I don't really have a client assigned to it. Okay, but you could create a bunch of different ones as well.
So
Okay.
how do I get from my quotes to everyone's?
Okay,
Go through that quick step. again.
no problem. So here's the question. He clicked on my quotes, which would pull up just my information.
Right.
Okay, so ideally what happens is it's trying to be smart. Okay, so what I did is I clicked on, you'll notice that I'm actually on the quote homepage, but what happened was it actually added some filter criteria behind that. So if I click on show hide search criteria, I just need to flip the location and the rep. And the reason it's remembering your location is ideally most people aren't going to be like, hey, what's Dan doing? What's this? It's more of your world. So it's trying to help remember that. But if you flip those two little things and hit search, you'll get all of the different pieces of the puzzle here. Okay?
I got a question.
Yeah.
So this is in sales. So what if I wanted my sales reps not to be nosy, mind you, and see everybody else's information deals? Because, it's a lot of poaching and stuff like that. You know what I'm talking about. I do have a permission I can deselect, right?
Okay, correct. So depending on which levels you want to do, there's actually another permission that we're going to be building. We actually have the same request, and it's basically like saying one salesperson is only able to see the customers that they're assigned to and only those pieces that they've made. So basically it's a new permission level that where we're going to take it. It doesn't exist right this second.
That exists per location though, right? Because if I have multiple locations, all my sales in one location, or is it built for a kind of a group, say, clients? So say I have 7 dispensaries or 7 shops, and I have 1,000 clients. They're not separated per location. They're kind of in one group. Is that correct?
Well, it kind of depends on how you're setting up your worlds and how things are going.
Okay.
Right now, what it is if you had 7 locations under one world,
Yeah.
they're all sharing that same client database, okay? What we're going to do to even further filter that is we're going to actually add some more permissions and settings. So it's like, Johnny, he can only see what Johnny needs to see, not Sally's and Fred's and Tom's, okay?
Exactly. And that's kind of something, because when I enter something into my system, they have access to my whole client list.
Okay, correct. That's a permission that is going to be coming. It's actually already on our tick list. Like it's probably within the next 2 weeks type thing. So that'll be coming. That's a great question. Okay, Roxanne, can we pick on one of yours? What's a good one? Here's one for $720 and here's one for $205. Which one do you want us to look at?
It doesn't matter.
Okay, I'm going to jump into this $721 right here. Let's see what we got. Airfare to Denver. Oh, you must be charging a person some sort of a fee, huh? Nice.
Whoa.
Okay, perfect. That's awesome. That's awesome. But the cool thing is check this out. I'm on a completely different computer, but I'm virtually able to see what's going on. Okay, centralized data, and then we can filter it, we can search it, we can do whatever. If this is too much and I can't look through all of this stuff, it's this easy to flip to Roxanne. We just find Roxanne and hit search. Okay, there's just Roxanne's pieces. If there's a date filter that needs to, we can add that in. Like you can filter this thing down to whatever level you need it to. Let's check to see what else you did here on this one. So she's going to go see 9 Inch Nails. Nice. Awesome. Oh, and it looks like her husband's going to buy that one for her as well. So watch this. So Roxanne created this. Watch this. If I hit restore to cart, what do you think would happen? Okay, I took exactly what was saved in that quote, and watch this. Roxanne, she's actually going to, we're going to hook you up, okay? It's just kind of saying, hey, just so you know, this information right here, what it's basically saying is, watch this. This particular person is not assigned to a tax category of labor, but all of a sudden I have a tax that was applied, so it's trying to warn you, saying, caution, you might have a little disconnect. You may never have seen that little error message, but it was kind of just cautioning us, saying, hey, there's tax being charged to somebody who technically shouldn't have tax being charged. And so say I needed to fix this. Here's how you could easily do this. You could basically be like, oh, you know what? I'm sorry, that was just miscellaneous. Update the cart. It'll roll the whole tax all the way out. Now when I go to checkout, I won't see that error message at all. Okay? It's trying to help prompt you like what's going on. And he's going to actually pay cash for you on that. So just so you know, you're on the way. We just turned invoice 13 was at one point a quote. Watch this. I'm going to show you what it was. History. Okay? Actually came from quote number 3 originally. Okay? So if I go back to up here and I wanted to go to quote 3. Here's her quote. This is a quote, and it actually said, hey, by the way, it ended up getting turned into an invoice number 13. So if I even go back to the quote homepage, and here's all of Roxanne's, look at this. It's multiple tying things in lots of different places. It actually says, hey, this one really was actually created into an invoice. Okay, but it started as a quote, and then it eventually ended up as an invoice.
So the same date, but you could actually, you're going to get into time
Oh,
stamping even?
everything gets timestamped the whole way along with the process. Good call, Joe. So, Russell, let's check out one of yours really quick, okay? So I'm going to find Russell. Did you just do invoices? I don't see any quotes under your name.
I saved it under Shannon's.
Okay. So is this the Garden Gateway?
No, that was mine.
So my name should be on there.
Okay, let me check this. Watch. We're in the quote homepage. I'm going to flip over to the invoice homepage, and I'm going to see if, oh, here's one that Russell did. Okay. And Russell did one right over here as well. Let's go ahead and see what Russell did for $25. Just a registration fee. Okay. Awesome. No counter sale, so I don't see any customer information. Looks like $25 through a Visa. And the person seems kind of sketchy. There's a little note on that one. Okay, that's great. So, Russell, I'm going to do one more 75 printable. Jump into it.
Is that a printable though, or?
So that was a note on a payment, on a physical payment. So watch this. Let's actually go back just a couple, and we'll go back to where we saw that. I'm going to go back to the invoice homepage, and I'm going to say I just want stuff that was done by Russell. We'll search that. Here's those two. I think it was it 25 bucks? Is that the one? So here's the printable version. Here's that little person seems sketchy, okay? So watch this. If I hit edit line items and I didn't want that to show up, all I would have to do is come down to the physical payment, and then I can basically be like, okay.
Nice guy.
Yeah. Okay. So like basically what it does is automatically it would update that. But as soon as I did it, watch what happens on the history here, okay? Russell created it. Here's your time stamping, okay, at 2:11. At 2:22, Brandon modified a payment, okay, which basically kind of says who's touching this thing. It's virtually like a video surveillance thing that's on the wall. Kind of helps watch it, okay?
Nobody can ever change that.
Okay, cool. Danny, do you have a quote or an invoice you want to go to that we want to see yours? You guys are doing great. This is what we're doing. We're just kind of playing, and then we're going to go to the next level and the next level. So.
I thought I created 2 quotes, but I only see one.
Okay, no problem. Watch this. We're going to go in here and check it out. So we're going to go quote homepage, and I'll just have to expand some criteria just a little bit. Okay, so I see a Danny Schuford and a Danny Schuford right there.
For quotes?
For quotes. I'm in the quote homepage. This is really a key portion. Every single page has the name of the page where you land on it. So if you go to invoice homepage, it's going to tell you where you're at. If you go to some other random spot, say you're under receivables homepage, it's going to tell you receivables homepage. It always tells you like what the name of the different piece is. So let's actually go back to your quotes there real quick, and we'll just say, we'll limit it just so we can see just your stuff. So we'll go Danny. Okay, which one of these did you want us to do? Did we already look at yours?
Yeah, we already
Mango deck? Okay, let's go check out your invoices. You made some invoices as well?
I think so.
Cool. So watch this. It's the exact same criteria. Show hide. I'm now in invoices, but I'm going to now say, hey, I just want to see Danny's invoices. Search it. Tacos, tacos, huh? For $200. Consulting on Apple. Oh, looks like he paid some cash. Okay, no problem. So basically, what happens is it's great. You guys are in there and you're playing, but do we understand the difference between the quotes and the invoices? They're awesome tools, awesome tools. We haven't even tweaked them out to the fullest level yet. We're just kind of playing with what we call special line items, which are kind of pre-canned pieces of the puzzle.
Which we have to use at this point because we don't have any inventory.
We haven't added those pieces yet, have we? Okay. So basically what I wanted to show you is out of the box, you can sell virtually anything you wanted to, but you're only getting half of the puzzle. But immediately, you automatically pass a cash register by 50 million times. Watch this. All of this information we did, I want to show you how it shows up, okay, in a couple places. One, I'm going to go to the history homepage. So right here, I've got invoices, 14 of them worth $13,000. Quotes, I've got 14 worth $5,000. I've got 6 counter sales, and 8 of them are client tickets. If I wanted to go deeper on all of this information, I just click on it. Let me show you how we did it. We sold a bunch of labor discounts, supplies. Here's all the different tax categories. Here's all the different payments. This is the information we're gathering already. And all we were doing is just playing. We passed the cash register by 50 million miles already. If I wanted to even search something, like watch this. Let's go home, and I'm going to take you to the invoice homepage. And say I wanted to actually do an advanced search, and I know that Dan loved tacos, so I'm going to actually write the word in the description, something about taco. Okay? Did I spell it wrong? T-A-C-O? Okay. Let's find out what we did for consulting. Okay. Okay. We actually, tacos was the customer, not the part. But boom, I'm able to search everything that I added under the word CON for consulting or whatever. Like, you can search this thing in incredible ways once you learn where your pieces are. Other labor, like if you wanted to switch this to groups, it literally would be like, here you go. Here's what we got going on. Yes, Roxanne.
So I have a quick question.
Yes.
This is just for me. Because I have a client that is just like hesitant, so busy, can't start, but I just really want him to start. So, I mean, really, and I've never had this happen before because usually we're just like, come on, we spend like a couple hours and then you start. But, okay, if I wanted to, I could just teach him how to do the other part, start doing sales that way. What I would have to do then is once I train to start adding actual inventory and items, you know, actual items, then you go into the invoices that were created and change the item to the right item, or how would you rectify that situation if you
Okay,
did that?
so that's a great question. You guys all following kind of where she's at there? So you started her out and you just did the shotgun approach and you said, boom, just start blasting your sales. We'll start helping you, okay? Well, what happens is eventually you're going to need to kind of draw a line in the sand, okay? And if you don't have all the other pieces in there, she's going to keep running on that shotgun approach for a while, okay? That's great. You're catching part of the battle. You're catching part of the battle. So what you do is then you say, okay, tell you what, we're going to come in this weekend. We're going to help you get all your items in. Looks like you only have 500 items. It's not like this huge monstrous deal. You get the items in there, and then you're like, okay, instead of using part number other and selling it out for all of your different little pieces, now we're actually going to say we're going to start searching or barcoding. Or like, what you do is you start running from there forward. So all this other stuff that was a kind of shotgun approached, what I would do personally is I would not go back and fix that, per se. Okay? I would virtually draw a line in the sand and be like, okay, we're now to the next level where we're physically tracking inventory. And like if I needed to make an adjustment, I already have all of the revenue for all that shotgun approach, okay? If I'm missing the cost of goods sold, I could make one little invoice, create it, make sure and add the cost of goods sold into it so it automatically pulls itself in. or do it through an expense. Basically, you paint a fictitious floor, and then you start running forward like that. It's so easy to.
I mean, because you don't want to do that fake stuff too long. but
No,
you
no,
do
no,
wanna
no,
get
no,
it
no,
there
no.
going, you
Yep,
know?
yep, and I-
A week to-
What I'm trying to do here, and I'm not trying to say this is how you start everybody out. I just wanted to show you that, like, right out of the box, we haven't added any POs, no vendors, no payables, no nothing. You can sell something right now, okay? But it's only half of the battle. You're only getting what's called the revenue portion. You're not getting cost of goods sold. You're not getting some of the other pieces that are associated with that. But it depends on which level you want to play at.
Okay, it's just a question.
Perfect. Okay, cool. Joe, let's check out one of yours. Do you have an invoice or a quote that you
I
can send us
have
to?
3 quotes and an invoice.
Perfect. Do you happen to know a number?
I don't know.
No problem. Which one do you want us to check out, the quote or the invoice?
Quote, because I want to change it.
Okay. So watch this. I'm gonna show hide search criteria, and we'll just switch it up here. That's the location. I'll just switch it right here to Joe. Okay. And which one did you want to change?
Clowns are us.
Okay, no problem. Now, are we just going to look at it, or do you want to go right to the kind of the edit mode?
You can go right to the edit mode.
Okay, restore to cart. Awesome. So here's your customers. Clowns are us. And currently it looks like 3 at $150 labor, 3 hours juggling lessons for $450. Tax category labor.
So what I was trying to do, and I know that's probably the next step, was add tennis balls, but we don't have a a product number for that. So let's add another 2 hours of not tripping over tennis balls.
I know this is technology,
Okay.
but wouldn't that be a flex grid in the tennis ball?
No, just another item to the invoice.
Okay.
And so technically right now, because we're in cart mode,
We haven't
okay,
got there yet, but.
yeah, we haven't even played with FlexGrid. We won't even play with that till tomorrow, okay?
Yeah.
Basically what we do is we have tons of tools, and then what you do is you figure out what your goal is and what your need is, and then we start plugging in these tools to how you're going to use them. We don't send people right to FlexGrid at all unless they have a need for that,
Yeah.
okay?
I'm still
So-
trying to learn that. That's like one piece I don't even know.
No, it's great, it's great. It's
Yeah.
just additional tools, okay? So basically at this point, what I did is I restored his original quote, number 5, to the cart. I'm now in edit mode virtually again, okay? He said, I want to add 2 more hours.
For 2 hours of walking and chewing gum.
Okay?
It's only $10 an hour for that.
Okay, no problem.
And granted, he could add his tennis balls there if he would just put it under supplies or something else. It just wouldn't be tracked from his inventory, correct?
What's that? Correct. Like you could add your tennis balls, no problem.
Link to his inventory.
Did you want to add some tennis balls to this one too?
Sure.
Okay, so literally this is what we're doing, okay? I keep clicking add item, and the reason I do this is, watch this, add item, and then I scroll down to this pre-formatted, super simple add special line item page, okay? If I wanted to really tweak it out, I could actually, watch this, I'm going to go right back to the cart. So instead of clicking add item, if I already know what I'm going to call it, type in other, advanced add to cart. There's so many ways you could do it. How many of these tennis balls did you want to give them?
Well, there are 3 gold-plated tennis balls.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Okay.
And they're $8,000 a piece.
Whoa. Okay, no problem. But no, I'm just kidding. Okay, so anyway, we're going to add this to the cart. And is this taxable or non?
Well, yeah, the tennis balls would be.
Okay, great. We'll say add it to the cart. Zoop. So basically it pulls it in. Wow, that's pretty significant tax on that. But
I want to
commission on that one, Santiago? So check this out. Quote number 5, watch this. Quote 5. I could have clicked on that link. I just wanted to show you.
Right.
Originally, it was just sitting here with 3, okay? However, in my cart, it's still tied to quote number 5, but I'm building. But I haven't actually said save again. I can either say save, which would overwrite that, or I could go down here and say save as a new one, which would basically then say, oh, number 5 existed at the original price, and the other one existed at this much, much higher price.
Or checkout makes it an invoice.
Or checkout makes it an invoice. Yep, that's literally what we're doing. We're walking through this exact process. You're on the money, Joe. You're on the money. What would you like me to do? I've added a
Let's
couple
sell
items.
that.
Sell it? Great. So watch this. We're basically going to convert quote 5 into a physical invoice. Okay, you almost had prepped the deal a little bit, and then they decided to upsell it. Okay, it's kind of saying, hey, once again, this customer, you have them under a different tax category. So how are they paying for this? Is this on account, or is this partial? Is it a full?
It's on account.
On account. It's this easy. Click. Okay, this is the prep, final check, and we say create the invoice. Invoice number 16, that was number 5, is fully done up and ready, and we're good to go. Okay, awesome. Great job. Those are perfect questions. Perfect.